So with this separation from those who are no longer a vibrational match in your life comes freedom. Freedom to be yourself. And I feel like there was a lot of control going on. And now you can just be yourself, think your own thoughts, be your own person. And that's what they would like you to focus on. They'd like you to focus on the light, and being your own person. And that'll take some time to develop, especially when I get a feeling like you've been told what to do, like, a lot of control going on. Is that correct, Vanessa? Let me know in the comments. A lot of control. And Jesus is saying controlled no longer. Hi, everyone. We're going live. Yay! With my special guest, Richard. Woohoo! And you're coming with me on this ride today, all the way from
Norway.
Norway! I love it. But you spent a lot of time in Ireland too, so you've got a good idea of both. That's awesome. So I thought we'd come live today in the group on Facebook called Intuitive Angel Messages. And I thought we would channel some messages from Jesus for everyone. And then we'll take some of your questions as well. And we will go ahead and channel the guidance directly from as well. Yay! So, the way that I see energy is consciousness, right? So we can tap into that stream of consciousness, whether it's your guardian angel or your spirit guide or Jesus or anyone that you'd like to connect with, and they'll come and they know that you're going to be doing this. They know that you're talking to them at any given moment. The beautiful thing about energy is that it's omnipresent. You can connect with it anytime you want. So today we're going to be channeling some messages, and also we might use our angel cards if we feel guided to use our angel cards as well, right? Woohoo! Woohoo! So Dee is here, Eileen. I'm just going to refresh my wall here on the right side in order for me to see your comments coming up. Yes. Sunday fun day. Just the way we like to do it. It's almost Monday for you though. You're coming near. You're about 9 hours ahead of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the north, even more north than me. I love it. Do you guys have any snow on the ground?
Not now.
Not too much.
We had like
we might be getting snow around Christmas time, but fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah, friends of mine. They're like, oh yeah, we got snow, and it's like it's so cold outside. It's minus 17 Fahrenheit. I'm like, oh, that's too cold, too cold. So I was going to ask you a couple questions since you had come along with me on the journey and the medium teachers in the Mediumship for Beginners course and the Mediumship 102 course. And I guess my first question is, have you always felt like you could connect with spirit? Or was that totally new to you when you started with the course?
I think it was uh, when I started the course,
Wow.
or maybe like let's see. I think had like a little bit of connection with them in I think August.
Intuition, gut feeling.
Yeah, I had like my third eye opening a little bit, just to
Yeah,
like so I could see them, my
yeah.
guardian angels, and I that's when I thought like there's something more here.
Something's happening. Were you
Yeah.
getting the high pitch ringing in the ear or the stillness on the side of the head or pressure? Were you experiencing any of that?
I had like a really high pitch in my both my ears
Mm-hmm.
when I first saw them,
Mm-hmm.
but it was just like a brief moment, and
Yeah. And
then I
then
fell asleep.
you're probably, well, that's the beautiful thing is we have all these things kind of happening to us, but we don't really have the answers to them. And so what drew you to come and take the course? You just thought, well, let's just develop this a little bit further and see what else comes from it.
Yeah, I got like some feeling like you should like
A
take this
nudging.
course. Yeah,
Yeah. I have a lot of people tell me that. They get this like pull or this nudge to come and take the course or to come and have a reading or and I think that's great. Or it constantly is in their mind. And just as much so, there will be people that will experience just like a flat sensation, no pull, no desire. And then that would be like, hey, it's not the right time, right?
yeah,
So were you a bit surprised? I think from what I recall, seemed a bit surprised when you started to channel spirit.
yeah. I it was really new for me because I
Yeah,
had never had like
that
that
happened
kind of
before.
feeling before,
Yeah,
and now I just sense them like all the time when I
yeah, yeah.
ask for them
The
to
more
show.
the more you're talking with them or using the angel cards with them, the more your channels open up even further. The more your chakras open, the more you can sense and feel them around you. And that's the beautiful thing about this is that you really do open the door for more communication. It's
Yeah,
really awesome. And I remember, going live with you and you being surprised at the confirmation because you would channel a message and I'd be, yeah, that's what I'm getting as well. The confirmation is huge, isn't it?
it is.
So, what have you noticed since the course? Have you been channeling any messages for yourself or anyone else?
I have tried some with my friends and family,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
little bit for myself.
Yep.
But mostly I've been using the cards for now. But
Yep.
I will
Yep.
start like
The
go in
cards
the
are a
direction. Yeah,
wonderful place to be, aren't they?
yeah, it
Because
is.
I wasn't hearing spirit, and that went for about 2 years, and I was using the cards. And that's when I realized every time I was using the cards, I get this energy down my arm and into my hand. And that's when I realized, okay, if I just move my hand above the deck, the angels will choose the cards that they
Yeah.
want me to look at. And that was like a bit of a surprise for me. It took me 2 years to get to that point using
Oh,
cards.
really?
Yeah. And I noticed the tingling, and then I just thought, okay, I'm going to relax my mind. And then I watched as my finger would go down to the card. So this
Yeah.
energy would operate my finger. And I was like, cool. Okay. So, and it was always so prevalent as to what was going on in my life at that time. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
definitely could tell that that was all new to you coming into the course and that you were new to it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was really, with you and Connor and Lindsay and everyone, it was so fun and so high vibrational.
It was.
It was great fun. Everybody in the comments who maybe didn't want to come live, they didn't have to come live. You know, I didn't twist your arm and make you. So that's the beautiful thing. If you don't feel like you want to come on camera, you don't have to. I mean, in fact, some people that have come into the courses were under a fake profile.
Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, they signed up under one name, let me know they had a fake profile under a different name. No big deal. I knew who they were. And some of them are even here in my group right now. All right, so let's channel a message from Jesus for everyone, and let's see what comes through.
Yeah.
So you let me know when you feel like it's coming through, and I'm just going to sit quietly and see where we're going to go. First of all, let's see. Everybody in the comments can do this with us. Everybody, no matter what time of day you're watching this, just sense and feel where you feel the energy is coming in around you. Where are you feeling pressure? Where are you feeling warmth? And me and Richard are going to do the same. So, where is Jesus coming in around you, and what does he feel like? Is he coming above you, beside you, behind you? He might put an image in your mind. So I can feel his hand on my right shoulder. It feels like a lot of pressure and warmth.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I feel
he
like
often likes to do that.
behind my head.
Yep, behind your head. He's right here on my right. And he very calmly said, "Thank you for doing this, Kristin." And then he gave me just an imagery of him standing next to me. So that was really cool. He's very calm today. Okay, so let's see what he would like to say. Everybody in the comments, type where you're feeling him. We want to hear it. Let us know in the comments where you're sensing him. To me, the energy feels masculine, and it feels like Jesus to me, but he's very calm today. Behind me, excellent, Joanne. Everybody is sensing that, hey? He's right here behind me, right here. And he's right directly behind Richard. Yeah. Spirit often loves to come right behind the back of the head because it's an easy access to come to the backside of your third eye, also your pineal gland area.
Yeah.
You feel a lot of pressure, a lot of warmth behind me. Everybody seems to get always smiling over my shoulder and behind heart chakra. Love it. Isn't that great, Dee? I love that. So let us know, no matter what time of day you're watching this. Okay.
I feel like heart expansion
Me
as
too.
well.
But very light so far.
Yeah.
We'll see how that
A
turns
warm
out in a few
sensation.
minutes. He loves to expand the heart chakra most times that he comes in with me. And Deborah has experienced him on the front right side. Cool. Same with me, right side. All right, let's see what he'd like to say. Yeah, he really does, Dee. Very peaceful and comforting. Very peaceful and comforting today. Very calm, very grounded, very still, very peaceful. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. You're so cute. Okay, so he's doing this hand gesture with me. He's like, give and take. Give and take.
Give and take, yeah.
Give and take. And he's doing the hand gesture with it, like this. Give and take. he says it's in life there is give and there is take. And it's important to help those who need help. Not just giving and not just taking, but he's talking about a balance between the two.
Yeah.
Although if you feel guided to give, please do so. And if you feel guided to receive or take, please do so. He also wants to say it's the ebb and flow of energy, giving and taking. We don't want to get into a place where we go through life being the haves and the have-nots. We want to make sure to help those who need help and give when it is necessary, or when you're guided, or when it's needed. That's really, really important for us to remember moving forward here on Earth in the years to come. Okay, so now he's going to come through you, he says. So whether you want to try to channel him or use your cards, either way.
I think I want to try to channel him.
Yeah. There's a lot of people getting heart expansion in the comments. Yes, and Joanne is also getting the word share.
Share, yeah.
Yeah.
I got also the word love.
Love.
Yeah.
He's talking about love thy neighbor.
Love.
So what that means is give a helping hand when it is needed, or when you're guided, or you feel a strong desire or a pull to do so. It's really important to help others.
Yeah.
But equally so, if it feels flat, if you get a pullback sensation in your body, then don't step forward. So really feel when it's best to step forward and when it's not. But he would like to see more hands on deck, more help being given to those in need.
Yeah.
And that's not always necessarily going to come from those in power, or he's talking about like government, etc. And he's talking about sometimes pressure is put on in order to make changes in the world. So it's really important to help each other, to support each other, to accept each other. And others may have a different opinion, or they might have a different viewpoint, but be allowing of that. And he really wants us to pay attention to when we're walking a path of great resistance, because we're lowering our frequency, and it's very, we're using up a lot of our energy to constantly be resistant, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. D is receiving. He's saying, don't be hard on yourself, asking to focus on love for each other and for ourselves. Love that. D has also taken my courses. So she's helping, and same with Joanne, who is also helping to channel the comments. So, you can see if you feel drawn to step forward and learn how to channel, it's a beautiful thing. You get to receive messages from beings of light and love that are here to help us and help humanity. Okay, do you want to try one more time? See if he has anything else he'd like to say?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to say what he's saying. Beings of light and love. That's what we are, temporarily housed, playing a role like an actor in a movie here on earth. So don't get too wrapped up in the goings on here, for it is temporary. It is seeming. It would be like watching a movie and getting actually upset if the actors on the movie screen did something you didn't like. Does that? And he's saying he's kind of smiling. So that would seem a bit silly to do that, wouldn't it? I'm saying that, like you would look at a movie screen and get upset at the actors on the movie screen. I mean, people in the audience would look at you like, "What is up with you?" So he's just reminding us: don't get too worked up or upset over what others do, because it is temporary and seeming. Okay.
It is.
In truth, we are beings of light and love, temporarily housed in these vessels in order to learn and grow here on earth. And at this point in time, we are learning to manage our frequencies here on earth. Okay. Oh, great, Deborah. He's trying to open up your right ear. Yeah. As soon as you feel that in your right ear, quiet your mind and let the energy form words. Okay. Let them form thought forms in your mind.
Yeah.
And then jot it down on paper. And let us know in the comments what he's saying. Okay. So, does anybody have a question for Jesus that we can answer?
Yeah. I also got like.
Oh yes, go. Yeah.
It's now it's the time to work on yourself, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it.
Yeah. So it's inner time, it's me time, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Yeah. I'll tell you, there have been some awkward times in my lifetime where I really needed help. The social assistance here ran out after a year. And so I had to ask family members for help because I was going through 2 different surgeries over the span of 1 year. And I really was not capable of working. So I just needed help. And I also remember my aunt, she was always so claircognizant, meaning she would get clear knowing or insights, information. She would just get an idea pop in her head, and she was so claircognizant. She'd always have these amazing insights. And the day we're sitting at the dinner table, I can see Jesus and Mother Mary there. And I'm not talking to either one of them. That was the early days. I was like, And I remember my aunt said, why don't you do a house sit with my neighbor across the street? He needs help. And you need a place to stay. So it would be just perfect. You could stay in the suite above the garage in this brand new multi-million-dollar home on the ocean, like just, but for me to go and ask him, that was stressful. It was so stressful. And since his wife had passed away, he asked me to help clean his home. So I'd been cleaning his home once a week for a year. And beautiful home, like cherry wood staircase and like just, just full length window doors. So you could see the vastness of the ocean and like river rock stone pillars when you're coming up to the front door. So I'm, hi, I was wondering. And I said, my aunt said this would be maybe an option for both of us. He said, that's a great idea. Yeah. Because he was starting to move out. He wanted someone to look after the home while he was transitioning and moving into a condo. And he had the house up for sale. So there I was, rent free for 13 months. And So when you have certain insights like that, and you feel you need to ask someone for help, do it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how they're going to respond. It could respond in one of many different ways, but that's up to them. That's their frequency, and that's their vantage point. That's the filter that they're seeing through. But
Yeah.
all you can do is try. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's worth
Yep.
a
Yep.
shot.
Yeah. All you can do is try, right? So it actually worked out. And he said, "Oh, thank your aunt for me." And I was like, okay, that went better than in my mind I expected. So here's one question. Okay. Banasha would like to know guidance on my journey to emotionally release. Okay,
Yeah.
so should we narrow that down a little bit? What is it that you need to release? Like, what is it that you're looking to have help with in particular? So I'm going to ask that question back and see if you'll type that in the comments.
Yeah.
And the next question is from Jacqueline. Oh, here we are. It's not a question. Oh, I love it. She's this Jacqueline has signed up for the next beginners course coming up
Okay.
January 15th until the 29th. For anyone who doesn't know, it's 20% off right now until December 26th. So that's $50 off. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Really?
Jacqueline's getting so ramped up hearing from everybody. She's like, oh my God, they got to sign up for this. I've seen your comments on the group wall, Jacqueline. I love it. So, what specific question? Oh, okay, childhood trauma. Ooh, we're narrowing it down. Thank you,
Yeah.
Banasha. All right, so specific questions. Let's narrow it down here. Do you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay. What I'm getting here is a separation between those in your life that are no longer a vibrational match. And this is actually a good thing. And they want me to talk about my own experience briefly about how that happened to me in my life. So several family members and myself no longer are in contact. And in the beginning, for some of them, it was pretty difficult. But now, as I've moved along, I can see the bigger picture that it is most definitely best for me to move in this direction.
Yeah.
And I feel much more high vibrational and a lot happier. So with this separation from those who are no longer a vibrational match in your life comes freedom. Freedom to be yourself. And I feel like there is a lot of control going on. And now you can just be yourself, think your own thoughts, be your own person. And that's what they would like you to focus on. They'd
Yeah.
like you to focus on the light, and being your own person. And that'll take some time to develop, especially when I get a feeling like you've been told what to do, like, a lot of control going on. Is that correct, Banasha? Let me know in the comments. A lot of control. And Jesus is saying, controlled no longer. But we have to be ready to move in that direction. And when we are ready, vibrationally, energetically, okay, so she's saying yes, that's correct. So when we are ready, we take flight. There's a lot of people in my life right now that are having experiences where they are parting ways with their loved ones, family members. They're just not as close with them anymore, and it's really difficult for them, and it's really reminding me of myself many years ago. But that severing, that separation has to happen in order for you to take flight in life.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Because when I first moved to Belfast or
Oh
Northern
yeah,
Ireland, uh,
yeah.
it was the first time I moved out from my family home.
Oh my gosh. And you're moving off to not just the next state or province, you're moving to a different country.
Yeah,
It's a big deal. But how was it?
I it felt like freedom.
Freedom! You're on
Freedom.
the horseback with the flag,
Yeah, yeah.
just like Mel Gibson. So was it scary a little bit at first and a little unsteady on your feet, but then you kind of came into your own more? Is that how it kind of happened, or were you just like, holy cow, this is awesome right out the gate?
I think it was more like straight out of the gates because
Wow.
that,
Well,
that
that's a good thing.
because I always had like the feeling that I want to like do things like that, and
Yeah.
I have been traveling for myself by myself a lot as well, without anyone close by. So I always had that feeling.
It really helps to develop you as a person, and you find out what you like, what you
Yeah.
want, separate from anyone else. And I get this image, Benesha, of like a thumb on top of you. That's how it was. Um, uh, uh, okay, I even get that,
Oh,
but no longer. But in our minds, we're still kind of programmed a certain way, the way that we've been raised. So the way that we go about going around that is we follow our heart instead of the mind. And when the mind becomes too overactive, too worrisome, too fearful, we hand those thought forms off to your angels to transmute into light, or you can put it into a golden God box or whatever you want to do with them. They'll take it as soon as you give it. It's your free will consent to do so, right? You have to give it. But also do activities that quiet your mind. So meditation, grounding out in nature, having a nice hot bath with Epsom salt, just laying out on the ground, sitting with your back on a tree outside. Wow, does that ever help me big time? Okay. And she's just saying, yes, I'm one of the youngest children in the family, now breaking through to be on my own, but still working on it. Yeah. And it'll take some time. You know what really helps and I don't know if you feel that you can do this, but anything you're fearful of doing, so do things that you wouldn't normally do. Put yourself out there, face any fear or fear of anything, face it. And obviously if you're really getting a pullback from your team, don't do it. Okay? But if your team's like, go ahead, go bowling for the first time, or go meet up with these new friends and meet new people. Go and do it.
yeah,
Face
yeah,
everything, because fear can't have a grip on you, not nearly as much as it once did when you face things and you go do adventurous things, right? How
yeah.
adventurous was it to go off to Ireland for the first time? Fear probably didn't have as much of a grip on you.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Super fun. You just take flight and get around really high vibrational people that take you with them and you fly
Yeah,
together, right?
yeah.
And
I got like a week's notice that I should like move over from the company I started working for. So
oh,
like
isn't that cool? A
I was
week's
like,
notice.
yeah.
Okay,
Just pack
no
your bags.
pressure. But that's sometimes the best. Rip the band-aid off quick, right?
Yeah, it
and
is.
and then you met a lot of really cool high vibrational spiritual people, and that's those people, from what I recall you telling us in the course, is what led
Yeah,
you to come and learn more with even more high vibrational people in the mediumship course,
yeah,
which is great. So
it
that
is.
all leads you on a path with a lot of great wonderful people that help take flight with you.
It does.
It's great. Okay, so the next question, just coming down here. All right. Judy would like to get guidance on her work situation regarding the mandate. Okay.
I get like it will work out, and let's see. Even like even if it will become like tough times, you will find a way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I get two paths to choose from.
Yeah.
One is you're going to get vaccinated, and then a lot of other doors will open for you, meaning like you can go to a restaurant, you can go to the gym, you can go to events, you can keep your job.
Yeah.
The other path is a different path, and that is closing a lot of doors. So not being able to go to events, not being able to go to the gym, not being able to go to restaurants, not potentially being able to keep your job. The one thing that I'm receiving from your team, not from Jesus, which is interesting, it's coming through the top of my head, is one has to give thought to if they leave their position because they are not willing to be vaccinated. Depending on what type of work you do, how many other positions are available, what do they pay, are they going to hire you unvaccinated? So if it's not getting vaccinated for your job, even if you transition to another company, the likelihood of forced vaccination is high.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I'm hearing from Spirit for the past month is those who choose to not get vaccinated. And I'm not saying this or that. I'm not saying this is right, that's wrong. Okay. What I'm telling you is exactly what Spirit's saying, which is if you choose to not get vaccinated, the positions that will become available for those who are not vaccinated are going to be far and few between. And they may not offer as much in pay or benefits as jobs that are requesting vaccination. So it's almost going to become over time like this underground, and they're saying this, like if you can find a job that is accepting you unvaccinated, you may not get as much pay or as the benefits that you once did. And that is something that will be coming in time. Okay. But even if you found a position like that, it will be very far and few between.
Yeah.
Because there are penalties being slapped on companies that do not ensure vaccination. And that's the reality of that moving forward. Unless one is self-employed.
Yeah.
Self-employment. So that is something that one can work on the side to build a company of their own, and then they can do as they wish, depending on what that company is. For example. Okay. Anything else? Nope. I'm just going to ask if Judy goes ahead and moves in that direction, is there anything that she should know? Everything will work out and it will be fine. So that's what I'm receiving, same as Richard.
Yeah.
Okay. If you choose to move in that direction. But I agree with Spirit. I didn't even dawn on me to think about this because I'm self-employed, right? But you have to think long term. How many companies out there are going to be accepting those that are unvaccinated? And then if you are, what they're saying is that over time, we're talking about maybe 5-10 years down the road, something like this, and I'm getting thumbs up, those positions that are okay with not no vaccination are not going to offer the same types of benefits and salary as others. That's what I'm seeing over time. Okay, Dee's question is, I would love guidance on my transition from my job. I retire in 30 days! Party time! And should I relax or hit the road working on my spiritual business? Woo-wee, that's pretty friggin' awesome right out the gate. Congratulations. Love it.
Congrats.
Yeah, big time. Surprised me with that one, Dee.
Well, I got like a thumbs up for this spiritual business.
Yeah, I get a thumbs up for that too, but I get relax first. Like,
Yeah.
retire, relax. And then when you feel like the desire to get up and get going again, but almost like take a break. Take a break in between retiring and then working and doing a spiritual business. You've been dipping and doing a bit already with your spiritual business, but they'd rather you relax before you really take off with it. They're talking about people are drawn to you, and they're drawn to you for a reason. So they'd like you to move in this direction. Anything else, Richard? Or is spirit pulling away?
Yeah, they're pulling me away as well.
Yeah, me too. Nothing else to come through. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Tippy is asking, okay. She would like to ask Jesus to offer guidance with knowing myself and moving forward with finding confidence in finding a love in my life. Lost my husband 3 years ago and missing the partnership. It's so hard when we lose a loved one. And I know that I viewed that quite differently before channeling. Now I can chat with my loved ones anytime I want, and they're always here. So they never were really gone. But as far as gone from our lives in person in a human body, yes, it's very hard. Hard. Okay, I'm going to let you go first on this one.
I got like how should I put it? Like you. Let's see. Like you will know when you're ready for.
And if it's the right person too.
Yeah, you will know when you find the next person, or like find the love of your life again.
Yeah. And I get that you're still trying to find your way. You're trying to find out who you are, separate from a partnership. And this is actually a time to be cherished, a time to be finding your way.
Yeah.
Rather than focusing on what you've lost and the emptiness and the void, they'd like you to go within, doing activities that you enjoy, that you love, finding new people to spend time with, new friendships, whether online or in person. And it's probably going to be online is the direction I'm seeing it move in. You have a lot to give. You have a big heart. And it's really, your heart is really open when you're in a relationship. They're saying whomever dates you is going to be lucky. Okay? They're lucky. Very lucky and blessed. And I'm also getting Earth Angel. I remember when they call me that all the time. I'm like, am I an angel? What does that mean? And they would say to me, no, no, you're just a soul that's here to uplift and help others. So that is the same as what you are. You help others. You're more uplifting for others. And then they'll call you an Earth Angel. And that's all they want you to know at this time. So don't allow yourself to go in the depths for too long. Turn it around, hand it to the angels. Do fun activities. Take your attention off the depths. Okay, we all know what the depths are.
Yeah.
And do things that help to uplift you. A funny movie, energetic, high vibrational music, go out and learn something new, do a fun activity, meet people online, doing what you're doing right now, having
Yeah.
fun with us online. And they're telling you you've got this. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else that you're receiving? It's pretty quiet.
Yeah. It's right. Yeah.
It's like, all right, Jacqueline. Oh, wow. She says that explains why I've been free for a year and not being able to find a job, and now realizing that the only thing I want to do now is starting my own spiritual practice. Yeah, and also just resting and relaxing and allowing the free flowing energy to come forth and assist you in your life. That's huge. We have this thing in society where we have to go, go, go. We have to accomplish. We got to make more money. You have to be, you know, accomplishing this, that, and the other. And that is never what I hear from the angels. It's never, hey, so and so, you have to work more. Why aren't you working another job? Why aren't you going back? Like, I never get that from spirit. If anything, we're on overdrive way too much in our society. There's not any quiet time or slow time or peaceful time to even collect your own thoughts, let alone listen to spirits, right?
Yeah. It's true.
It's so
I have.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I have been like unemployed since August, so
Uh-huh.
I'm just chilling. But
Yeah, relax.
no,
And it'll come back around again, and you don't want to spend the whole time off worrying. That was no fun, was it? Like the whole point of time off is to sleep in,
yeah, sleeping and
play
relax.
video games, have fun with your friends.
Yeah,
Tippy saying thank you. I've been feeling that direction, and people have told me the same. You have given me confirmation. Thank you. Good, good, good. You know what's interesting, Tippy, is I had this friend of mine, and he was offered this position as a manager at a local gas station. And so many women would come in. Now, granted, these were women in their late 70s upwards, but they wouldn't even know how to pump the gas themselves. They didn't know how to pull it out, put it in the gas tank, and pay at the gas station. None of them did. So he would have to come out and help them put gas in their car. And the reason why is because their entire lives, their husbands did this.
yeah,
So they didn't know how to do it. So I think the moral of this story is it's important to learn again to be your individual self, and then that expansion and that flourishing within yourself and that happiness and that joy anchors is a beautiful base, the base of the pyramid, right? Because you want to do that before you invite someone else into your inner sanctum. That's really important to have that base built of self love and self care and finding out who you are.
yeah. It's important.
So important. So important. That I remember the worst thing ever was breaking up with a soulmate partnership about 20 years ago. And that took me a while to get over that. But the beautiful thing that taught me in the years to come or following is to love myself. So then when somebody lets me down, or somebody, I'm having a difficult time in a relationship with someone, I'm not getting overly distraught or hurt or depending on them as much as I once did, because I've got this built inside of myself. That's solidity.
Like love yourself first before you love others.
And what do you like? What do you want to do in life, separate from anyone else, I suppose? You ask, yeah, D, you don't need to ask for permission. Yeah, probably because you're so used to go, go, go in your profession, D. That's why. It's just old, tape playing over in the mind. It's old programming. So now we're just switching it up now. Oh, what? I'm going to sleep in and relax? What does that mean? Okay, Ellie's saying, I'm trying not to force things in my life anymore and release what no longer serves me. Is there anything I should be doing different? And if possible, can I get my guardian angel's name? You want to get the guardian angel's name?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to just see what else comes in. Oh, the elation coming from your angels that you are stepping back more than you once did, and just letting go and trusting and having faith that things will work out as they are meant to. They love it. There's still moments, right? They're saying that, but in time you will perfect, you will perfect this more, if you want to say it like that. Guardian angel's name?
Let's see.
Put it in loud and clear, please.
Let's see.
I'm saying it for you. Loud and clear. You're going to get one, and I'm going to get her other guardian angel. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that she should be doing different? No, hold steady. Hold steady. Just for the next steps to evolve and transition on their own. It's like out of your hands. It's free will. Sorry, not free will. Divine timing is what it is. It's all set before you. I'm not getting any action steps for you to take other than what you've been doing. Is that interesting or what? Okay, so guardian angel's name is?
It seems that I get the letter F. I'm not quite sure.
And then ask him or her to spell, or androgynous. They can present in either way. Ask for spelling of it. So F, next letter is?
I got like Florissa.
The next letter I got was R as well. So
really?
you're going to ask and say, is that correct? And is it a yes or no response?
It seems like it.
Okay. So are you getting a yes response?
I'm getting like a heart expansion.
Okay. That's good. Okay. So Florissa, that's an interesting name, isn't it? Sometimes they come out the gate with names I've never heard before. I mean, maybe somebody else has heard that name. Okay. And the one that I'm getting is Eric with a C. ERIC. You have another one here on your spiritual team, okay? Because you're going to have a whole team of angels as well. So those are your guardian angels. Now I have another one here coming through, very strong, and she's not backing down. So, and her name is Barbara, or you can call her Barb. And she's your abundance angel. on your team. And she wants you to talk to her about what you want in your life and what you desire, so that she can help manifest and co-create and bring this into your reality. Super awesome. Ellie, did you ask for abundance at any point in time? Or did you ask for an abundance angel? Let us know in the comments. Joan would like guidance as to whether or not I should come out of retirement and take a job I am contemplating. So feel the energy, Joan. Does it feel open and light, or does it feel tight and pulled back? Or the third response we get is this. The answer will come to you from your team through your body.
I get like a maybe. It's like
I get the exact same. I'm getting
yeah.
this. So I'm not getting a no and I'm not getting a yes. But what I am getting is they would prefer that you don't, but it is of your free will choosing whether you do take this job or not. And the reason why they're preferring that you don't is so that you can rest and relax in retirement.
Yeah. I got that as well.
Anything else? You deserve this. You have all these thoughts in your mind about how this job's going to be and the people you're going to meet and what you're going to learn and the money that it will bring in and the adventures that could be taken. Your angels are like, where is the off switch in you? Joan, I don't know if you're like a go-getter, Joan. Let us know in the comments. But at some point, we need to like step back and turn off a little bit. All right. So we're going to take one last question. All right. Deborah, who's also taken my courses, she would like to know, she got the name Tristan or Trista the other day. And who is this? This might be tricky for you because we're sussing out what an angel feels like versus a spirit guide versus anybody else. And it's only because I've had as many readings as I have had that I am able to do that, other than the fact that they would tell me exactly who this is. But I'm just going with the way it feels first, then I'm going to listen. It's not an angel. It's not a guardian angel. Because it feels more earthbound or earthy. Does that make sense? This energy has been on Earth before. And I get a smile and a thumbs up. I get a spirit guide. A soul from your soul group. Is there any emotion that's coming from this energy that you can pick up, Richard? What is this energy expressing?
A loving energy, I think.
Loving and happy.
Happy, yeah.
Happy.
Joyful.
Loving, joyful. And the name is Tristan. Tristan. Tristan wants you to know that he's here for you and that he's got your back. I don't know if you're overthinking things, or analyzing things as to where you should be in life versus where you are, but he'd just like you to stop that. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Does that make sense, Deborah? Let us know in the comments. All right. Oh, Ellie, you're always praying for abundance in health, love, and wealth. There you go. So as soon as you're asking, even one time, if you even ask just one time for that, in will come an abundance angel. Isn't that great? So that's no wonder she came in that hot and heavy. She just wasn't stepping back. And I was like, okay, let's see what what she wants to say. She was the first one that came through, even before your guardian angel came through to me. Isn't that cool? Joan is getting the same sensation and feeling, that feeling like she could, but is the angels would like her to hang back. I guess I'm a bit of a go-getter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your angels are like, where's the off switch? Isn't that funny? Oh, funny. Oh, isn't that great, Joanne? Joanne was also getting joy and happiness from Tristan, which
Yeah.
is Deborah's spirit guide. Isn't that cool? That is so cool how we're all getting the same frequency. All right, everyone. I think this has been wonderful. Wow.
Yeah.
We've channeled for a long time here. Richard, you did great. You have such calming energy, which is so needed on for everybody, for everyone. Happy, calm, wonderful, peaceful energy. Wonderful. All right, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you,
Yeah. Thank you.
Richard. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.